Earth orbits a star we call the Sun. This star is the heart of our solar system, providing the light and warmth necessary for life on our planet. It is a giant ball of hot gas, primarily composed of hydrogen and helium. The Sun's surface is a roiling sea of plasma, with solar flares and sunspots marking its turbulent activity. The Sun sits in the center of our solar system, and everything else revolves around it. This includes not just Earth but also 7 other planets, their moons and countless asteroids and comets. The Sun is essential for life on Earth. Its energy drives our weather systems, powers photosynthesis in plants, and provides the warmth necessary for our survival. The Sun's gravity holds our planet in its orbit, like an invisible string connecting the Sun and Earth. This gravitational pull ensures that Earth remains at a stable distance, allowing life to thrive. Without the Sun's gravitational pull, Earth would fly off into space, drifting into the cold, dark void, far from the warmth and light that sustains us. Our planet is just the right distance from the Sun. This perfect positioning is not too close to cause extreme heat, nor too far to result in freezing temperatures. This distance is called the habitable zone, often referred to as the Goldilocks zone, where conditions are just right for life as we know it. It allows for liquid water, which is essential for all life. Water in its liquid form is crucial for the biochemical processes that sustain living organisms, making Earth a unique oasis in the vastness of space. The Sun is a giant nuclear reactor, a blazing ball of energy that sits at the center of our solar system. Deep inside its core, the Sun constantly converts hydrogen into helium through a process known as nuclear fusion. This fusion process releases an incredible amount of energy, which radiates outward in the form of light and heat, powering the entire solar system. Light from the Sun travels an astonishing 93 million miles through the vacuum of space to reach Earth, taking about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to make the journey. This sunlight illuminates our planet, allowing us to see the world in vibrant colors and providing the energy necessary for life. Plants in particular rely on sunlight to perform photosynthesis, a process that converts light energy into chemical energy, producing oxygen and food. The Sun's heat is equally vital as it warms our planet, creating the conditions necessary for weather patterns and climate. This warmth ensures that Earth remains at a temperature that can support diverse forms of life, from the smallest microorganisms to the largest mammals. Without the Sun's heat, our planet would be a frozen, lifeless world, incapable of sustaining the rich biodiversity we see today. The Sun not only supports life but also inspires human innovation, from solar energy technologies to our daily routines that revolve around its presence. As the Sun sets each day, it reminds us of its essential role in our lives, a constant source of light and heat in the vastness of space. Imagine for a moment that the Sun suddenly vanished. What would happen to Earth? At first, we wouldn't notice any difference. It takes about 8 minutes for light from the Sun to reach Earth. So we would still see the Sun in the sky for 8 minutes after it disappeared. Then, darkness would fall. Without sunlight, plants would no longer be able to produce food. Temperatures would begin to drop rapidly. Section 4. A frozen dark world. Imagine a world where the warmth of the Sun has vanished, leaving behind a planet shrouded in perpetual darkness and cold. Within a week, the average surface temperature of Earth would drop below freezing. The once vibrant landscapes would be replaced by icy terrains, as the cold grip of winter takes hold. Oceans would begin to freeze over, starting from the coastal areas and gradually spreading towards the deeper waters. The rhythmic waves would be replaced by a solid, icy crust. Within a few months, the surface of the oceans would be completely frozen. The vast blue expanses would transform into endless white plains devoid of any movement. Without sunlight, the process of photosynthesis would cease. Plants, the primary producers in the food chain, would begin to wither and die, unable to sustain themselves in the absence of light. Plants would die, followed by the animals that depend on them for food. Herbivores would starve first, and soon after, the carnivores that prey on them would also face extinction. Eventually, all life on Earth would perish. The once bustling ecosystems would become silent, and the planet would be left barren and lifeless. The Earth would continue to orbit the Milky Way as a frozen dark world. A silent witness to the cosmic dance, it would drift through space, a stark contrast to its once vibrant self. It would be a stark reminder of the Sun's importance. The Sun, our life-giving star, is not just a source of light and warmth, but the very essence of life on Earth. Without it, our planet would be nothing more than a frozen, dark world. Section 5. The Sun, essential for life. The sun is essential for life as we know it. It provides the light and heat necessary for all living things to survive. Without the sun, Earth would be a barren wasteland. We often take the sun for granted, but we should remember that it is the ultimate source of energy for our planet. We owe our very existence to the star we call the sun.